Okay, so for those followers out there who want to understand what's going on with the GameStop and the Wall Street issue, I'm going to share what I have understood so far. I'm not a financial person, but it's interesting to me to follow this one through because it smells like good karma to me. All right, so in investing, you love a company, you love the product it produces, you love the people, the CEO, whatever, and you invest in it. You put your money and you hope the business succeeds, right? There are people called short sellers who bet against companies by borrowing their stocks. Let's say with the GameStop, this is a company that sells video games. It's a shop, physical shop that sells video games that techies love, and it's because everyone is buying their video games online right now. It's been losing some money, and so these hedge funds borrowed the stock of GameStop. Let's say they borrowed one stock that was worth $10 when they borrowed it, and they immediately sold that and made $10. And they're waiting now for GameStop to lose its value so that the stock prices fall down enough for the hedge funds to make money out of it, buying a new one, because they still have to give back the stock that they borrowed from the lender. Don't ask me how that system works. Like, why do you even borrow stocks from somebody? I don't know about that. But apparently you can do that, and you have to give it back in a certain amount of time. And so while they're waiting for this to happen, and apparently their time has arrived to return the stocks that they borrowed, the Reddit followers started talking about what was going on, and they hated that their beloved store is being abused this way. You know, it's a kind of abuse because you have people working in that store. Their livelihoods depend on the success of this store staying alive, and you're literally betting your money that those people will lose their jobs and that company will lose its money. I think that's I mean, I don't understand the concept of short selling yet. Maybe I'm being unfair to people. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I understand things, it sounds like very mean, okay? And so these hedge funds bet against the company. They're waiting for it, and all the Reddit techies got together and started buying GameStop shares, and the shares skyrocketed, and the hedge funds couldn't had to go out of business to avoid having to, pay for all the shares that they had borrowed. So, right now, the hedge funds who went out of business are crying foul. I haven't understood what right they see them in themselves to cry foul for something like this, because I, as a citizen, can absolutely talk about, what's happening with the shares of a company, if I'm going to buy it or not. And if people I'm talking with decide to buy it, it's their business. I don't care. And the way I understand, something like that happened at Reddit. So thank God for internet. This not only shows karma to me. If you wish bad things on others, it will easily come back and hit you. But it's also the prime example of the power of the people, how much power we all have to right all the wrong that's going on around us, to set things right and do it even if there's huge power that's stacked against us. You know, one might not be strong enough to deal with all the billion-dollar hedge funds out there and their influence in the government. But when we get together, when we're able to communicate with each other thanks to the resources that the internet allows us to use, then we can work magic together. We can work miracles, and we can really create the change that we want to see in the world. Don't give up. Keep working and keep changing the world. Keep setting things right. Follow justice. Create the justice that we all need. Much love, and too bad hedge funds. That's what karma is like. So learn from this experience, okay?